This is part 2 of my Sephora haul. In case you guys missed it, I will link it up here. But today we're putting everything that I bought to the test. I'm talking about Rhode, the Cactus Styling Cream, the new Too Faced Born This Way Reformulated Foundation, Charlotte Tilbury, we got Fenty, we got Miss Danessa Myricks, and One Size Beauty. So today I put everything to the test and I'm going to give you my final thoughts and tell you like what products are worth you skipping and what products are worth buying. So if you're interested in that, grab your cafecito and let's get ready together. Let's get into it. First, let's do a little glam. So I've done my eyebrows a little bit off camera. I use the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Micro Stroke Brow Pen. Girl, this is gonna be my new go-to. I love how itty bitty and easy it is to like use this. It's like no effort at all. It just really works on the brows and no complaints. Absolutely no complaints here. I really like it. For the skin, I've already prepped my skin. I quickly just wanted to give you my personal thoughts and opinions on the Rhode skincare little products that I've been using for the past week now. The Pineapple Refresher Daily Cleanser, I really like it. I don't know that this is my favorite cleanser that I've ever used. It's nice. A little goes a long way, so I know that for sure this is going to last me a while. It suds up really nice on the skin and it doesn't strip too much of the excess oil. I like this. My favorite thing has to be the milky toner. I love how like dewy and hydrating it makes my skin look. As you can see right now, that's what I used in the morning for my skincare. I follow that up with that little like fluid cream and then I finish it off with the barrier cream. All in all, I do like the Rhode skincare. Would I purchase the full size? Probably not. Again, the only thing that I'd probably buy would be the milky toner. For me, it's just too light for a nighttime routine. For the morning routine, I think it's perfect. But for me, I need something, or I personally, I guess, like something a little thicker and heavier for the nighttime routine. So I do like the products. They are really good. I like the ingredients in it. But I don't think this is a brand that I'm gonna like switch over to. Like I will stick to my Korean skincare products. Okay, let's move on to the face since that is mainly what we have. Again, since this is my second time of filming this video, this is unfortunately not a first impressions anymore. This is going to be more of a review and giving you my opinions on the products that I've already tested. So on my left side, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Grip Trip Mattifying and Blurring Primer, which is this one right here. I'm going to use just one pump and spread it all across the face. The one thing that I mainly notice with this primer is that it's not super grippy, even though it does claim to have a little tackiness to it. It's not extremely matte, which I think is nice because now that we're going to like the fall, I don't know, I don't like super matte primers, and this is like a happy medium, you know? Not too matte, not too drying. It doesn't get white or like blotchy. It just leaves you with this beautiful like semi-matte finish. Can you see the difference? Like this is nice and glowy and this is a little more toned down. It will not do anything for your pores, but it's really nice at gripping makeup. And like I said, it's like the tiniest bit tacky. I wouldn't even really consider this like a tacky primer. It's more matte. And then for my right side, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. This is a mattifying and priming face serum. And all you have to do is tap here on the bottom. It's like a little button, if you will. Literally feels just like water. This is a lot more mattifying, a lot more smoothing. And for me personally, seeing both sides side by side, I prefer the Danessa Myricks side. It just gives that really pretty powdery, like that soft velvety powder finish to the skin, especially once you've applied the foundation and it dries down. It just wears really, really beautifully. So if you had to ask me which one you should get as an oily girly, I would go with the Danessa Myricks. For my foundation, I am using the new reformulated Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This is such a beautiful formula. I think they did a fantastic job at creating this to be a little more airbrushed on the skin. This is a little dark for me, but I think for now, like, I can totally get away with it. But I don't know, it just wears super nicely. I'm going to blend that in with my sponge. And then on my left side, I'm going to show you guys the original formula just so you can see for yourselves. This is the original formula. The only difference as far as packaging is that the new formula is skinny and long, and the old formula is like short and stubby is the best way I can describe it. I am in the shade Warm Beige in both of them. I'm sure I can get away with like a slightly lighter color for my winter months, but I don't know. I really like this color of this foundation, so I tend to just keep it. And let's be honest, I don't need a winter shade. Like, that's just me being extra, and I don't need to do that. Curious to know if you guys can tell a difference between the new formula and the old formula. Honestly, if I have to say something, I feel like the new formula looks way more airbrushed. It just has this flawless look to it. So I think they definitely did it right with the new formula, because usually you can't tell, but with this, they did something. I'm going in with my new concealer from ABH. I already took my old one downstairs and it's gonna stay down there. It feels so good adding a fresh new concealer to the face. I'm interested in knowing what books you guys are reading for like the spooky months, because I need a good thriller. So if you guys are little bookworms, let me know what you guys like to read. Right now I'm reading, or I'm listening to, I'm not big on reading. I liked it at the beginning, but I'm definitely more of an audiobook girly just because I can like get my chores done with my AirPods in and I can concentrate. I know a lot of people have a hard time, or they tell me like, how do you do it? I can't concentrate. I don't know. I think my brain is just so used to me always like multitasking that it's just wired that way. But anyways, right now I'm listening to The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden, because I listened to The Housemaid. Oof, great book. Loved it. Can't wait to watch the movie. It's coming out December 19th. I cannot wait to go see that. Let me know if you guys are going to go see it. And let me know if you've read any Frida McFadden books and which ones you recommend and which ones you don't, because I'm really into her right now. But I definitely want to get into some like, not necessarily like spooky, because I'm low-key kind of like a miedosa. And I don't like to watch or listen to anything scary or creepy. I don't like that stuff. I used to listen or watch like very demonic movies back in my days, and I just, I am too spiritual and I believe in opening doors to things when you watch certain things. So I just don't like to watch scary things or anything like that, but I do like me a good psychological thriller. Now we're gonna set with the brand new One Size Buckle Silk Cellulose Airbrushed Powder in the shade Medium Golden. So my thoughts on this. I've already tried it twice. This is my third time trying it. And one thing I will say is this does change the color of your foundation. So it will make it darker, or like it'll oxidize. So I don't know if you guys can see this patch right here. It's from this. It oxidizes, which I don't like. And it's really, it bums me out because I really want to like this product. It does give you a really pretty airbrushed finish. But for me personally, the fact that it changes the color of my foundation is one thing that I don't know that I can get over. So I don't know that I'm going to keep this product. I may end up returning it and just keep using what I've been using for a few years now, which is the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I use this in the shade medium, and this one is very similar to this one. This one is more of a baked formula, and this doesn't oxidize. This is not going to change the color of your foundation. Just wanted to let you guys know in case you're interested in this. It is expensive. It's about $40, and it oxidizes. It changes the color of your foundation. I thought I was crazy the first day. This is my third time trying it, and it definitely does it. So just FYI. And just for comparison, this is the side with a Sephora powder, and this is the side with the Buckle Silk powder. So I definitely don't see a difference. And again, it's the color changing foundation for me. That is just, fortunately, it's a no for me, but I know some people are okay with that, so it's just personal preference. And then for bronzer, apparently this is not new, so I am behind, but I am using the Kosas Escape the Sun Show bronzer. I think I should have gone with something like a little lighter, just because this is a little extra tan, but I do like the formula. I just personally really like baked formulas. For some reason, they just give you the most like barely there, not barely there, but they just make your skin look a little extra glowy, if that makes sense. I don't know, but Kosas definitely knows what they're doing with this bronzer. I really like it. So I just have to be, do you see that? I just have to be a little extra careful because this shade is just a tad bit darker than what I typically go for. But it is pretty. And again, the formula is really good. And then we're going to add some blush. I've been loving the Kosas Wavelength Blush is Life. I think I'm going to go pick up a few, maybe like one more shade. I was going to say a few. These are expensive, okay? I'm going to pick up maybe one like wine shade just for like the winter / fall, which I'm so excited. You guys have to let me know what fall looks you guys want to see next, okay? Because I have some ideas, but I like to listen to you guys because y'all are the audience. You are the ones that get to watch these videos. I like creating them, but I want you guys to watch them and enjoy them as well. I think the last base product that we are trying today besides our setting spray is the Fenty Bride Powder in the shade Banana. And again, obviously, I've already been trying this. I've been wearing this pretty much every day since I originally filmed this video. And my goodness, I am obsessed. The formula is amazing. I wish it was just a little more velvety, but honestly, I can't complain because it's so pigmented, but not too pigmented. It's like the perfect pigment to where it gives you that bright under eye that you want, but it's not gonna make you look like you just have, I don't know, highlight underneath your eyes. It's really good. If you're looking for something bright, this is it. I am curious on the like rose and maybe lavender shade, but for now I'm gonna keep using this banana shade. It's nice. Anyways, we're gonna set the skin using the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Guys, if there is one thing that you're gonna buy from Charlotte Tilbury, you're oily, let it be this. Oh my goodness, this is my 4th day in a row using this setting spray. And let me tell you that this has been one of the best matte setting sprays I have ever tried in my life. And I've tried quite a few, like pretty much all setting sprays that are matte. I've tried them because as an oily girl, I get the struggle. This is worth every penny. You heard it here first, okay? So I added some lashes. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the haul, so I tried these and I did not like them. I don't know, the band is really odd. The Lily lashes, the ones that are like self-adhesive, wasn't a fan of them. I didn't like how they felt. They kept peeling off in the inner corner. They're just not for me, okay? I think these are great to keep in like your car or to throw in your purse in case of an emergency and you have no lash glue. But other than that, like I don't see myself reaching for them. You know what I mean? For my lips, I used the lip liner that I've been using nonstop from Profusion, the Cozy Chai lip liner. So good. And I've been pairing it recently with the YSL. This is the Rouge Shine Lipstick number 44. Oh my gosh, these two together make the perfect like mauve lip combo. I love this color. All right, guys. This is the end of today's Sephora try on. Oh my gosh, these white hairs are driving me crazy. So I'm actually just gonna go and wash the rest of my makeup off. And I'm going to dye my roots and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being patient with me. I know my schedule is just all over the place. It's hard with life and adulting and being a mom and being a mom of an athlete, and yeah, life is just busy, and I thank God for that. So if any, like, what products are you gonna pick up? I just wanted to shout out some standout products. For me, the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. My goodness, this is gonna be my new go-to powder. Looks phenomenal on the skin. The Fenty Bright Powder in Banana. She ate. Of course, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Matte Blur Powder. Love her. And the Newborn This Way foundation is really good. I love what they did with the formula of this. Great job, Too Faced. All right, you guys, that is it. I am out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.